want you to understand that forget whatever that is going on social media. Forget whatever that the Nigeria terrorist states are saying on social media and behaving on their National Assembly. They know that the game is over. I am telling you the fact. The northern Nigeria know that the game is over. I know what is going on within them. The presidency of Nigeria know that the game is over. The Senate President Ekpa knows that the game is over. The only people that do not know, or maybe they are just skeptical, are the gullible one Nigerians who are believing in the Nigeria terrorist army that they have the capability to eliminate Biafrans, not knowing that I actually lost the war already before even the war started.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Please like and share the program. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you so that this information will get to where it's supposed to get to. On this episode, I'm about to share with you a question and answer section that was delivered by the Deputy Prime Minister, COS, interim, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I want you to pay attention to this very program, how she responded to important question that was posed to her, for you to know that she actually knows the direction to go and she is on the right path, propagating that same gospel that the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, was propagating, following the templates of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. If you have a doubt, doubt no more. Listen to this program from beginning to the end. I bet you, at the end of this presentation, you'll be glad you did, and you will never, ever remain the same. No matter the confusion that is out there, all it takes is for you to apply your common sense to everything that you're hearing, and you will know the direction to go. There is only one United States of Biafra. Only one, not two. Always have that at the back of your mind. It is either you are in or you are out. You cannot be lukewarm. You can't be in and out at the same time. Make your choice where you belong. And the time is now. There is only one United States of Biafra. Pay attention and hear.
Some of these individuals that are trying to confuse, again, when I say confuse, there's a reason why I say confuse themselves, not Biafrans. They are trying to create that confusion. And that is what they are paid to do by the Nigerian government. To create that confusion publicly and privately among themselves. To paint a picture as if there is two government under PM Simon Ekpa. Please do not be deceived. We cannot give these criminals the attention. We cannot give them that oxygen to breathe. We are the oxygen that they breathe. And if you do not give them that oxygen by making yourself available or engaging them, they will all disappear. The reason why it is very, very important for Biafrans to know that, I'm going to say this in an Igbo adage again. For these criminals to even convince you, for these criminals to even have the opportunity to talk to you, for these criminals like like Sonny Akparawa, like Ogenkere, like Imam Maduabo, like this will be Nadi, Chomo, or Majo Irobi, for these criminals, Okeo, and their likes, to even come near you, that means you must have put your leg or your body near them. That's why I said, you must make yourself available near them for them to tell you their stupid stories. If you don't go near them, they cannot have the opportunity to tell you their crazy story. How can somebody say that he was appointed by CRC conflict resolution committee that the Briggy cabinet had a meeting and dissolved officially. The Briggy cabinet officially conducted a meeting and dissolved the CRC headed by this Imam Madrabu. Okay, no. By a vote, it was voted on. The vote was about 20 or 21 to 9 by the Briggy cabinet under His Excellency Simon Ekpa. We took a vote, and that was like 2-3 weeks ago, I can't even remember, to dissolve the Conflict Resolution Committee, which is just a mere committee working under the government to resolve issues. If there are people that have problems and we do not want them to disturb the government, we just push them to those people. But we dissolved this CRC when they stepped out of their boundaries to write a letter to overthrow our Obatobie, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Without the approval of the Briggy cabinet, without the approval of the government, without the approval of any leadership of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Immediately, they didn't see Obatobie 1 or 2 days. This small CRC committee that they said they elected their fellow criminals to lead them went and wrote a letter, and that letter, I believe most of you have seen it online, to overthrow our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, according to them, to appoint somebody that will take over Obatobie's position. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister has laid a solid structure for Briggy and for the United States of Biafra from day one, from beginning to end. There is no vacancy anywhere in the government under Obatobie, not even one. But to show you how criminally minded this CRC, headed by Imam Madrabu and Professor Chomo Okoma and their gang, John Yoruba is, they know that Obatobie has a structure in place. They went ahead to write that letter, that illegal letter. And when that letter, and again, I hear somebody was saying, the Imam Madam was saying, they wrote the letter, and what they wanted was after we come back from Finland, they will start discussing the letter. But they already circulated the letter to the whole world. Anything you post in a place where there are more than 3, 4, 5 people online, it's going to go to the whole world. How are you going to secure that it's only just those 5 people? That is why when we have meetings like this, we know the whole world is going to know what we are saying. They're going to hear what we are saying. You're going to deceive yourself if anything we say is not on BBC or CNN or in the Defense Army or the Zoo government or the home. You're going to be deceiving yourself if you think it's not going to be known because it's online. So when they say that they wanted it to be discussed after we come from Finland, but it is these same criminals that went and posted it on the Briggy Cabinet Forum. That Briggy Cabinet Forum, we have over 60-something individuals there. How do you expect that to be private? And they forwarded it to me. This same Imam Madabu, he forwarded that criminal letter to me. That he and his group, engineered by this Ogenkere, they wanted Ogenkere to take over Odogu's position. That was clearly just what that letter says. And that was why we have to call an emergency meeting of the Briggy cabinet members to discuss the letter that has been publicly displayed. It's not as if the CRC made that decision and kept it to themselves. That would have been a different thing. If they've made that decision, kept it to themselves till after Finland, they can say, okay, they're going to present it to me. I am the chief of staff. there is a reason for that position. Just like everybody here have their position which they played for the Biafra government, even and approved by the Prime Minister. But no, what they did was to post it publicly on the Brigade cabinet, where there's over 60-something people, post it privately to some Brigade cabinet members, which I am among the people. I received the letter from Imam Madrab. And they know they do not have the right to do what they are doing. Conflict resolution is just a very small, one of the smallest committee we have under the Biafra government to resolve disputes that arise, maybe two Brigade cabinet members, maybe they don't like themselves, or somebody said this, or somebody gossip, because we do not want them to disturb the activities and the functionings of the government. That was why Obatobe established that government. So now, when the Brigade cabinet called an emergency meeting based on this thing, during that meeting, this same Imam Madrabu that signed his name on that overthrow letter, we, the cabinet, many people, we reached out to him. We were calling him to come into the meeting and explain to us the meaning of this letter that he wrote, he and his cohorts. We were waiting for Imam Madrabu for minutes, for hours during the cabinet meeting. He refused. He disappeared. He didn't want to come into the Brigade cabinet meeting. But his signature was on that letter to overthrow Obatobe, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, and appoint a replacement, when he knows that Odogwu already have a chief of staff. It falls within my office if there is a need to replace any staff under this government, both in this USP and on the Brigade. But because they have their own agenda, because they know who they are working for, their intention was to disrupt what Obatobe has put in place. When Brigade cabinet member waited for him to come and explain, we waited throughout that meeting. He didn't show up. Many people reached out to him privately to tell him to come into the meeting. He refused. So always watch their trend. When we have Brigade cabinet meetings and we invite these criminals to come to the meeting and officially explain themselves, their trademark is they always refuse to come in. But they will feel comfortable to go behind and be lying to Biafrans. They will feel comfortable going behind to be lying to Obatobe. They will feel comfortable going behind to disrupt the facts and confuse those who they were able to confuse. Imam Madabu refused to come to the cabinet meeting. Based on that, the cabinet took a decision to dissolve the CRC because what they did was not within their power to do that. And we put it to vote. And the majority, about 20 or 21, voted against 9 of them. That was how the CRC, under the Biafra Republic government in exile, United States of Biafra, de facto government, was dissolved. Till today, we have not revisited that. So as of today, that CRC committee stands dissolved. So how come this same CRC we dissolved like 3 weeks ago now went behind? We dissolved them with a vote from the cabinet of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Now went behind like 3 days or 4 days ago, I don't know, to now come together again and say they are appointing another criminal among them, to lead who I don't even know. So what is the justification for that, if not just criminality to destroy what Obatobe is doing? Usually I don't want to go into details on these kind of issues, but because I know what is going on, that is why every now and then I just want to tell Biafra so that everybody is going to be on the same page and know what is going on. So that when you hear their lies publicly, you will ask them the necessary question. I usually prefer when people ask me specific question, and I'm going to go ahead and explain to them. That takes me to the next point. One of these criminals called Bam Bam Bam, when I saw when he was saying and lying to Biafrans, oh, how much he lost Simon Ekpa, oh, how much they are communicating with men on ground, oh, how much, and I tell Biafrans, anybody that is truly following our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, you must dissociate yourself from this criminal called Bam 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 and his cohorts, Sonny Akparawa, Ogenkere, the one that is called success. Any true Biafran following Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, make sure you do not associate yourself with that criminal element called success, who I know has run away to Ghana to hide. Because as you are planning, others are planning. And that's all I keep telling people. When you think you know something, you do not know what Obatobie has put in place to destroy that thing you know. And that's why initially I will always reach out to you. I will always encourage people. Let us follow the footsteps. Let us follow the agenda of the Prime Minister. It is the right thing to do. But if you refuse, if you decide there's something you know that COS does not know, if you decide there's something you know that this government does not know, then you're on your own. Anything that happens to you, it is not my concern. It is not the concern of this government. But if you step outside the box, outside the plan of the Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, you cannot go far at all. And I keep telling people, so that individual went ahead to be lying to people publicly that, oh, COS did this, COS do that. Again, I'm not going to get into their little childish, I call it childish lies, that COS did not do this, COS did not apply for Biafra ID card, that COS was against those doing ID card. Again, Biafrans, let me show you. This is my Biafra ID card. This is my Biafra COS ID card for the Biafra government, United States of Biafra. This is the front and this is the back. I'm not hiding it. I'm not hiding my ID card. My information is on the public domain. So when people like that, those that listen to idiots, criminals like Bam 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 tells you that the COS did not apply for her ID card or don't have it, you have a question today to go and ask her, I thought you said COS does not have ID card. That he showed it to us today or during the Asia Middle East visit. That will show you Biafrans that are following these criminals. Following these criminals knowingly or unknowingly. You know the truth, but you want to be following them. You are doing a great disservice, not only to the United States of Biafra, not only to Obatobie, because some of you, I know the trust Obatobie have on some of you. I know how high Obatobie holds some of you. So when you go ahead and start following these criminals, you have a question to answer to Obatobie. That's all I can tell you. Stand in the path of truth. Do not follow criminals that lie against COS or against, and again, I keep telling Biafrans, this is not about me. So those of you that keep saying, oh, COS, and again, I understand and I hear when people say, COS, I support you 100%, but it's not about me. It's not about our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. It is not about His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. It is what all of us have collectively labored for the past 2 years, to ensure that our country has, to ensure that this kind of criminality being perpetuated by these individuals that are parading themselves to the people, the unsuspecting Biafrans. We want to ensure that criminality that is a cancer, we cut it off from day one. So when they come with all these kind of lies, please, it shows that they have nothing to offer. Because if you are a true Biafran, your focus should be on ensuring that our land is fully protected. We guard our recognition from our allies. Nigeria moves their forces away from our land by force or by peace. That should be the focus of every true Biafran that has been following Orabueze. But now, when you see the so-called Biafrans that are following Orabueze going online to now start talking about COS, to now start talking about where we make our donation, to now start trying, and again, let me tell Biafran, all those fake names they paraded, most of them are fake names that they were parading. Oh, these are Biafrans that are donating to those. Most of them are fake names. Please ignore them. Continue to donate your money to the New Dimension mandate and to that account in Homeland. Again, while we appreciate the donations from Homeland, I want you to understand that our leader now, they can say that the restoration of Biafra will come from abroad, from the diaspora. Our focus more is to our private donors, public donors giving us the thousands of dollars and pounds and euros that we need to restore Biafra. Those are our concerns. So if they are at Homeland dancing with the Homeland account and who gave what, please ignore them. Do not be worried about that. Those are fake names, mostly fake names parading to one thing. What is their aim? To start giving them money, which most Biafrans have cut off giving them money. If you give them any of your penny, just know that is a wasted penny, which they are using to fight Orabueze. The only account approved right now for the United States of Biafra is the New Dimension mandate and the local account. Any other account, any true Biafran is encouraged to use only those accounts. The IPOBUSA.org/ that account is fraudulent. It has been hijacked by these criminals. If you put your money there, you are wasting you're not supporting our angels on ground. You're not supporting all the plans we have. That's all I have to say in the area that our donation money. The final thing I want to talk about, dear friends, is the, 1 second. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to talk to you about, which these criminals parade. Oh, we want to wait until our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa comes out. Then we will start from where we start. And we're not going to do anything until our Prime Minister. Ask yourself, who are those that use this kind of language? It is the DOS criminal elements we have in our midst. Ask yourself, as the individual, why didn't we wait for Orabueze to be with us before we declare Biafra in Finland? Why didn't we wait? So if Orabueze is not with us in Finland, we are not going to declare Biafra. And that is why we keep saying that what we do is more than an individual. It's not about Njoku. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu. It's not about COS. It's not about you. It is the ideology of a nation, of a country. There was a country between 1967 and 1970, and now they've redeclared that country. It is in existence. Any foreign body in Biafra territory today is occupying a foreign land, and they must obey our law. So those narratives that the DOS criminals used to say, we have to wait until our leader Nnamdi Kanu comes before Simon Ekpa. These are the criminal elements. That is what they're saying now. But thank God, we caught them ahead of time, and we've relegated them to the trash where they belong. And that we will continue to do. If they say, oh, we have to do this, we have to wait for Njoku to do it. So they want to destroy everything that Njoku has planned for. They want us to continue waiting. They want us not to do fundraising until Njoku comes out. They want us not to defend our land until Njoku comes out. They want to go to bed and sleep until Njoku comes out. And that is what the Nigeria zoo terrorist government wants. That is why angels on ground that knows the instruction Njoku gave them, they are working 24/7. And it's not everything that I have to bring to the public. But seriously, they are doing the needful. We are very, very proud of them. We will continue to supply the resources they need. We will continue to give them what they need to continue to do what our Prime Minister and what Biafrans want them to do. It is we Biafrans. We are the ones that we protect our land. Self-defense is what Biafrans have chosen. When the Fulani terrorists hired by the Nigerian government, the reintegrated terrorists in our land that come to kill us, take our land, before they attack us, we will attack them. We will defend ourselves. Self-defense is our right. Self-determination is our right. That is what the Biafra nation we will continue to do without any fear or favor. It is legal. It is our right to do so. So those criminals telling you, you have to wait for Njoku before we defend our land. We have to wait for Simon Ekpa before you do this. Those criminals, they never followed Njoku. They are the agents of Nigeria inside the United States of Biafra, and we are going to flush all of them out, one after the other. Using the men that we have raised to finalize this job for the restoration of the independent state of the United States of Biafra. And those men are on ground 24/7. So I'm using this opportunity to warn the criminal element that are calling our people, few of our men on ground, asking them, what do you have? How many pins do you have? How many sticks you have? And wanting that individual to stop. If he doesn't stop, he will get the wrath of Biafra very, very soon. If you are working for Biafra under the leadership of His Excellency Simon Ekpa, under the leadership of the United States of Biafra, you must follow the instruction of the United States of Biafra Secretary of Defense, Solomon Watcher. Anything you do outside that, you are inviting the wrath of Biafra against you, and you will get it. That is a promise. If you go against the Biafra Defense Department at this point, you are doing yourself a very big danger and harm. And I wouldn't want anybody to be in harm's way. I do not want anybody to be in danger way. But we are running a government. And that government is there to protect me and you. That government is there to protect all of us. That government is there to protect Biafrans from the hand of the terrorist state of Nigeria. That government is there to protect our land, our geographical location, our land, all our geographical area of Biafra land. That is what this United States of Biafra government is for.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go to the comment section, and I bet you I am learning a lot from there, and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Don't forget to share. And Njoku we continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move. Airborne.